Let's get it going. The top 10 power rankings for COS here. Let's go. Let's get it down, guys. And also, I will be putting this on YouTube. So, anybody, if you're watching this on YouTube, hello. I am doing the power rankings, top 10 weekly power rankings here, for Castle of Steel on on New World here. Let's go. Let's get into it, guys. And again, I want to say, before we get into this, it was a bit of a hard week to rank people. I will say it was a bit of a hard week to rank people. It is what it is, though, guys. I hope you have fun with it. I put a lot of time in this stuff, but we'll get it going. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We got some companies here. Castle of Steel, top 10. Castle of Steel, top 10. Let's get into it, guys. Number 10. And it's successors again. Guys. Now, I know, again, I got to get, they have a territory. I feel like, they own something on the map. I will say, though, again, I said we have successors holding down the 10th spot here. They own Restless, but they don't see too much big competition going their way, which is fine. I'm sure they're happy owning it. Having some successful defenses against less competitive companies like POC. Do they plan on attacking again or just holding down the ship? We will see. Now, again, it's not the hottest take out there, but there is some type of weight whenever you own a territory, and Successors owns it. However, the problem is at the moment with Successors, in my personal opinion, is they don't see a whole lot of heavy competition going their way, and they don't really attack a whole lot at the moment. So it's kind of like I want to throw some respect, but they do risk losing the 10th spot here if they don't have any attacks, if they don't find any big competition going their way. They do run the risk of losing it. So, it is what it is, but they're going to be holding down the 10th spot here. 10th spot here, guys. Let's go. Let's get into it, guys. Number 9, we are going to be having Boogaflu. Now, I know the Boogaflu boys are going to hate me for this, but let me be clear here. Again, the top 10s are hard. I got Boogaflu at 9 at the moment. Here. Now, once again, Boogaflu is in a weird spot. They had some decent offenses this week, but not getting anything. However, they do own Brightwood. Now, Supple gave it to them. So this is going to put the Boog boys to the test. They had a good defense against Prem, but how long can they hold? We will see. The reality of the situation is the reality of the situation is Prem is in a rough spot too. So winning against Prem is, one of the few things that Boogaflu has done in the last week. So it's in the last week. They own Brightwood, but again, we're going to see more competition coming out from the Boogaflu squad. They own Brightwood. We're going to have more people competing here to try and take that territory. So it's interesting to see when to move forward. I think they're strong. I think they have strong rosters, and I think they're looking good. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I think the struggle is real with some of the companies, but Boog's still holding down number 9, and I think that they're a solid company. I'm looking forward to see how they do moving forward. Hey, T guys, thank you for the follow. Thank you, guys. Number 8, gonna be coming in. Number 8 coming in hot, guys. Let's go. And we got Valid. I know, dude. We got Valid holding down number 8, guys. And I know, man, it's rough, man. We have a lot of strong companies and a lot of people on the server. A lot of strong companies at the moment, but in a week's basis, you got to think this is weekly power rankings. Valid is placed a little lower this week, similar to Successors. They own a less desirable territory, Weaver's Fen, and because of this, they don't see much competition on the defense. Also, they haven't had many attacks this week, and overall just waiting to see Valid in their stride again. I do think their roster they can put together is still very good, but it's just been a slow week, and that's just the reality. That's just the reality of the situation. A slightly slow week. This is weekly power rankings. So, with it being a slow week here for the Valid squad, we'll have to see what they can do moving forward. I think that they are a very good company. But again, this is weekly, and, I know there's only so many wars you can declare in a week, right? But that's what makes the weekly power rankings so unique. It is a weekly ranking here, but Valid, I know they're very strong, and I could see them up higher. So let's go. Let's get next to the next one. They definitely have the potential. Let's not get it twisted here. Let's go, guys. Number 7, and we're going to be having A Fodic holding down number 7. I think number 7, for the week, I think A is doing a decent job there. And I know they haven't had much offenses, but I think they did a really good job and a really good showing. I think A has looked solid, holding down Cutlass Keys, and maybe it's their Covenant buff, but the roster they can pull together is very strong. I really want to see them on an attack, and maybe they can get a higher placement. Also, having a big win against Handsome Blokes, they're looking good. And, I think that win against Handsome Blokes was a very big thing for A this week. Handsome Blokes is these guys are good. So, being able to convincingly hold in the fort, they did get taken to fort, but it was a convincing hold. They looked really good in the fort, and they held it down. They looked solid. So I'm really excited. Fodic doing good. I want to see them on the offense, though. Again, though, they have a territory, so it's really up to them if they really feel like pushing more or if they just want to stay where they're at. It really is. But again, though, this is a top 10, right? This is a top 10. So getting these, getting everybody in a certain order is a little hard depending on, you only have X amount of wars in a week. But Fodic, I think, specifically with their strong defense against Blokes, is a good look. Let's go, guys. Let's get into number 6. Number 6 here, guys. And we're going to be having the Handsome Blokes. Now, I know people are going to be giving me shit for this. I know, but guys, I swear, Willie is not crazy. I know Willie is not crazy, guys. I think Handsome Blokes has had a bit of a shaky week. It's been a bit of a shaky week coming here, guys. Handsome Blokes. Now, I know what people are saying. Bloke 6, question mark. Looking at this from the week, the Blokes haven't done too much to get a higher placement. It was kind of a chill week, and there were some other companies having big wars. Blokes did get Morningdale. I said kind of a throw. They did get Morningdale, but, it was a double declare, and it was kind of just an off roster for Copium, but lost to Fodic and CK pretty convincingly in 4. And guys, we did see them in this war tonight against dropouts. They did have a hard time. They weren't able to get to fort. So I do think it's looking a little shaky for Blokes, and and we'll have to see how we do moving forward. So I mean, again, though, I think they're a strong company. I think they got a lot in them, but at the moment, as a week, it's looking a little rough, but I think the Bloke boys are very strong. And I think they can easily bounce back, man. Sometimes, they're the meanest cats, right? They're the meanest cats. We'll have to see. Let's go, guys. Let's see again, though. I know I'm not reading comments. I know you guys probably gonna be roasting my ass, but it is what it is, though. I'm not reading chat. You guys ain't getting me. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Number 5, guys, and we got Don't Panic. I know, dude, you guys are gonna be roasting me, but again, Don't Panic. They didn't do too bad this week. Again, it's a weekly thing, and some big wars happen this week, guys. This is a result of some of the big wars happening this week, guys. Don't Panic had a good week in Reek. They had some decent competition fighting them in Rinkwater, the most noticeable being Borpa. However, they had a very convincing defense in the fort against a strong opponent who, this is it, a day before just took a territory from Copium. I want to see what Don't Panic can do on the offense, however. Looking forward to it. And Don't Panic definitely, if they don't do any offense, if they don't have any more competitive wars, they run the risk of, getting lower in the top 10 as well. But, the thing is, the reality of the situation is, their defenses against strong companies is important, and Borpa specifically being a big standout in the week. That was a really strong defense against, a company that took a territory off of Copium, and a big territory off of the Copium squad. So looking good for Don't Panic, and these guys, again, they're looking solid. So I'm looking forward. I do want to see them more on attack, though. Guys. That is something that is very important. But again, these are weekly, right? So, I want to focus more on the weekly power rankings, guys. It's not just a power ranking overall. It's how's the week look? And I'm judging that as well. But right now, Don't Panic owning down number 5. Let's go, guys. Number 4 in the power rankings for the week is going to be Borpa. Borpa holding down number 4, guys. I can't be sleeping on these guys. You can't be sleeping on them. They had a big week. It was only a couple wars, but it was a big week nonetheless. Borpa, the Borpa squad coming in, proving to be one of the big contenders here on CoS. With their debut war, they took Monarchs away from the very strong company Copium. They then took it to fort against Don't Panic, but kind of struggled. Still a very good showing for this squad. The old JB members finding a home here as well. back in business. We will see. So again, heavy emphasis on the weekly part. They only had 2 wars, right? But what they did in those 2 wars is important. They took they took a territory, Monarchs, away from Copium. Now, to some controversy, guys. Let's not, let's just, I'm not reading chat, but yeah, I can imagine. To some controversy talking about the flamethrowers and talking about all that. I get it. But at the end of the day, they did take Monarchs and they did take it to fort against Don't Panic. So for a first showing in the debut war for these guys here on CoS, you love to see it, and we'll see what they can do in this upcoming week. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, the Borpa boys again, and getting reinforced from a lot of the Just Business boys there. They're looking strong. We had an interview with them. Seemed like a bunch of cool dudes. Let's get it going. Let's keep it going, guys. Number 3, guys. Number 3. And we are going to be having dropouts. I still got dropouts at my number 3. I still think they hold down number 3 pretty well here. And I think, I think that's deserved here, especially from what we've seen even today. Even today, definitely deserved. I'm still standing behind dropouts as my 3rd pick here for one big reason. They took Supple to fort. Was it because of DCs? I can't confirm, and I don't care. It is very exciting to see Supple get shaken up a little bit. Dropouts still holding down first light as well, convincingly. We'll see how this West Coast squad does in the future. I understand I understand the DCs and stuff. At the end of the day, look, man, everybody's facing it, and they did get to fort, so against Supple, so I was really happy about it. But also, though, they're holding down first light very convincingly. They've got some stiff competition going their way, and they're doing a good job at defending it. And also, we even saw tonight, the fact that, they held against Handsome Blokes. They held against Handsome Blokes tonight, and very convincingly didn't get the no fort. And, they only got 2 points against Supple, but they did take that point. It wasn't a complete farm fest. So dropouts is in the contention to be, in my personal opinion, still one of the bigger threats here on CoS. One of the biggest threats on CoS still, in my personal opinion based, guys. Let's go. Number 2, guys. Number 2. We already know, guys, it's going to be Copium. I still think Copium deserves a number 2 spot because guess what? They still have one of the juiciest territories on the map, and that's Windsward. They own one territory, but it is Windsward, and I think Copium deserves a spot. Copium had a bit of a shaky week, though, but let's not forget, they own Windsward and have very strong players. They lost Monarch's Bluff and ended up losing Morningdale due to a double declare, but like I said, owning Windsward, which typically makes the most money, is very important, has a high amount of influence in the game. What we will see come out of Copium the next week. Now, I know this is a weekly thing, and as a week as a whole, Copium has had a shaky week. They lost multiple territories, but again, I think whenever you own these big boy territories like Windsward, Everfall, until somebody can knock you down from that throne, I think there's a certain amount of power that goes to it. And that's my personal opinion, and honestly, that's how it's always been in New World, in my opinion. I think you have to dethrone the people at the top, owning the top territories, and I think when it comes to, power ranking and the power on the server, the power of the week, until somebody can do that, I think a lot of these guys are going to be holding their top spots. So again, guys, Copium, again, hey, these guys are animals. We'll have to see how they do it in the future, though. Let's go. What are they going to be doing in the future? They did lose a couple. But guys, number 1 and anticlimactic, it's Supple. It's Supple, guys. Supple going to be holding it down. Number 1 spot, guys. Everybody, we're suck Fupple. No, we're cheering. Let's go, guys. No more memeing on Supple here, okay? Supple is owning the number 1 spot forever at this point, and for good cause. These guys cannot be beaten. They did get taken to fort for the first time in a while. But was it convincing enough? I don't think so. Supple is still so dominant at this point. I'm not sure who's going to beat them. Suck Fupple, though. You know what I mean? Suck Fupple, though. Oh, God, I looked over and I see Prim. Oh, no, I see where's Prim, but my Prim boys. Okay, this is why I can't read chat. Look, dude, look, guys. I love Prim, okay? Prim is like, dude, Prim is just always at the top. You know what I mean? Prim, no, it's like, look. All right, guys, we got to keep it move on. But no, Supple again, guys. If you guys don't know, man, Supple holding it down. holding it down. These guys are absolute animals. And guys, until somebody can stop them, Supple could give away everything, but like Morningdale at this point. And until somebody beat them, they're still going to hold the top spot. Like, I don't know, man. Like, somebody's got to beat these guys. Let's go. That's the top 10, but let's get into a little bit more. The new patch blues. Everyone was very excited for the new patch, and for good reason. New content. However, it has not came without its drawbacks. Wars have been heavily affected with disconnects running rampant. And some wars just literally being canceled. Shout out to the fish people. When will it get fixed? Why do we have to go through this? Where's Bezos? At the moment, at the point, it's kind of rough, right? It's kind of rough. We've talked about this on the stream. We've talked about this here, and I think with a new patch is always cool, but there is some new patch blues at the moment. There's a lot of people that can't they can't get to they can't even go in the wars. They can't log in. They're getting disconnected. Servers are crashing. It's rough for the core community here. And again, I just want to put emphasis on the quote unquote core community. I think that we're starting to see a situation where a lot of the core community is slowly getting pushed away. And it's unfortunate to see, but again, not to be sour Sally about it all, but that's just the reality of the situation. I hope it improves. And we're going to be here regardless. Let's go, guys. Let's get into it. Back from the dead. Now, I say this lightly a little bit here. So Just Business obviously not coming back 100%, to their own company, but, they are going to, they did go to, Borpa, found a home, and I'm not sure. Did BBF have a war this week? I mean, somebody told me that BBF was the one actually warring. I believe it was in Windsward or Everfall. I'm not sure if that's the truth or that's the case. Again, that's why I said kind of question marks here. Are they coming back? I know at least with BBF here, I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Like, are they actually back from the dead? Are they just playing with us? What are these, or at least BBF doing at the moment? Just Business, though, we do know they went to Borpa. They did go to Borpa. So, interesting, conversation to have here. But guys, again, up and comers, guys, again, I just always want to put some lights on the up and comers, guys. Again, I still have to put, we have NAV showing up here. They fought in First Light. They had a hard time, but they are here. They're coming in from Pluto. Shout out to NAV. Pioneers of Conquest still holding it down over here. And man, I feel so bad for my Black Tuna squad. Up and coming. No Prim. Dude, I can't, I would disrespect Prim if I put them on up and comers. You know what I mean? I would disrespect Prim if I put them on up and comers. Like, I feel like that would be more disrespectful than just not having Prim on this list. You know what I mean? I can't do him that, dude. Prim is like teetering between being on the list, but definitely not in up and comer status. You know what I mean? I don't, and not, not even like company, to look out for. Prim is close. Dude. You know what I mean? Like, I can't justifiably put them in an up and coming, dude. Let's go, guys. And this is going to be the map here. Map as of 8/2/22, guys. Just to soak that in a little bit. That is the map at the moment. 8/2/2022. And I know that we're doing this on 8:03, but hey, that is whenever I started really trying to get these down. Let's go, guys. And guys, we're going to be having the ending graphic here. Guys, I really love this graphic too, man. This graphic is beautiful. Check it out, guys. We got all of them in the top 10 here. Guys. The top 10 player, companies at the moment. You'll love to see it. But yeah, so that is going to be concluding my top 10 power rankings of the week. Again, weekly power rankings here. So I know again, I didn't read a lot of the chat. I'm sure it was spicy. I'm going to have to go back on the VODs and read it because I get a little distracted sometimes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, I know it's not perfect. I know it's not perfect. It's going to come with some flaws. And, at the end of the day, though, I have a lot of fun doing it. And, it's a good time. I really have a good time doing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I put a lot of time into this, into these segments, into this work here. So again, thank you guys for being here as always. And if you guys enjoyed the rankings and stuff, man, consider continue hitting that follow and hanging out with your boy. And if you're watching this on YouTube, consider subscribing. Guys, we're going on 400 subs on YouTube, man. I'm really putting my content everywhere. Much love to you guys. And guys, we are going to be getting it going. That is it for the top 10 power rankings of the week for Castle of Steel.